Hi guys, it's Beige. Today I have a fun graphic liner look for you. I hope you will enjoy. So I already done my base. I used a pore filling primer and I used it on the nose, around here, on the forehead and on the chin. I also used the full coverage foundation with a sponge. I'm just going to use some concealer, and this is the Rimmel Wake Me Up. So I just put some on the back of my hand. I'm going to pick it up with a brush, just brighten under the eyes. I'm going to use a tiny bit of powder just under the eyes to set the concealing. Now I will use a foundation stick in a dark color as a contour. So I'm just going to warm it up on my hand just to take a bit of product, and I'm taking it with a brush. I'm just going to add a tiny bit of contour. So I don't like to draw this with the stick straight onto my face, because then you get that harsh line that it's very hard to blend out. And this way you can just add a tiny bit whatever you want, and it's already blended out for you very nicely. Now I'm taking my sponge that I applied foundation with. I'm just gonna go underneath the contour here just to sharpen that line so it doesn't go too low here. I'm just going to use some setting spray all over. This is just because the makeup looked a bit dry, so I wanted to add some moisture back in, add some dewiness. I will grab some light shade eyeshadow. This is matte, and I'm just going to sweep this across the whole lid. This is just to set the concealer that I have there. Now I will use some gel liner. So this liner, I want the line to be quite thick, but also remember to put the liner in between the lashes as well, just so there's no gap. Like right here, there's a gap between my lashes and the liner, so I want to fill that in. And I recommend just to go to the other eye and do everything you did on this one, just so you can keep going back and forth and look at yourself in the mirror to see that you're making both of them even. Last thing you want is to make one eye perfect and then you go to do the other eye and it's a bit crooked or not even with the other one. So it's better just to add a little bit at the time on each eye and make them even. So for the flick, I want a quite dramatic flick. So I'm going to just start on the bottom, add a flick, add the same on the other side. Right, so I'm going to start filling this in. I think I want to thicken up this end as well. If you want a really sharp flick, you need to use a liquid liner. I don't mind gel liner. I like it more than liquid because you have more playtime with it. You can erase some of the mistakes if you do it, and if you do prefer liquid liner but you're scared of making the mistakes and not being able to erase them with a Q-tip, maybe first map out your shape with the gel liner, and then go over it with a liquid liner and really make those corners really sharp. So as you can see, it kind of gathered here. So I'm just going to remove that. I'm just gonna pat some of that eyeshadow there, just so the liner doesn't transfer anymore. So I'm also going to add it to the waterline, and if you want you can do the tight line as well. I'm just gonna do the corner here. It really doesn't matter at this point, everything is black. So if you have oily eyelids, you can take a little brush and just set this with black eyeshadow. I'm just going to set here in that part because it keeps transferring. Now I'm going to use a yellow eyeshadow, and I'm using a tiny brush. I'm just going to add it to the inner corner. Try not to mix it with the black too much because it will make the yellow green. As you can see, this is very concentrated. It's not blended. It's just kind of tapped into the corner. I'm just going to take gold glitter on the same brush, and I'm just going to add it on top of the yellow. It's a very yellow gold glitter, so it will go very nicely together with that yellow. So I'm just using a bit of a glitter glue. I'm just going to tap it on top of the yellow and pick up some of my glitter and tap it on top. Be very careful if you're using glitter so close to your eye. If you're wearing contact lenses, maybe put them on before you add the glitter, and then when you're taking the makeup off at night, take the contacts out first. Now eyebrows, I think, will look best if they are very, very natural, so like barely anything filled. Just going to fill a bit, couple of hairs that I'm missing. So that's it. I just filled in a couple of hairs very, very softly, and I'm just using eyebrow gel as well. Now I'm going to use some demi wispies. So I'm just going to give them a curl, a very thin mascara coat, just for the lashes to have something to sit on. And if you're struggling with false lashes, I do have a very in-depth video explaining how to apply them. For highlight, I'm using gold. I think it will nicely balance out that tear duct. Not that it needs balancing. I will add some to the Cupid's bow as well. I don't want to add it anywhere else because now it's like a nice focus of gold just in the middle of the face. I do want to add a touch of blush, so I'm using this one. Something very subtle that will not add any pink. I'm adding some on the nose as well, just to warm up the look a bit. And then for the lips, I'm just going to use a liner on the Cupid's bow. This is very dark brown, but I'm just going to add a tiny bit. I'm just touching to the Cupid's bow, and I'm gonna smudge it out. The same underneath here. So I'm not lining the whole lip, I'm just going to make it appear a bit fuller. And I'm just going to use a balm on top. And this is still nice and natural lip for this look, but it's a bit deeper than something like light pink or light nude, because that would just completely wash you out and you'd need to add more blush to put that life back into the face. So that is the finished look for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. For more makeup tutorials, please subscribe to my channel. You can't open the glitter glue. You should not be using glitter. Just not to look stupid. No, I don't give you my tear duct.